Hello. This is probably a mistake. I haven't really looked into how viable this is. I just wanted something challenging, so decided to go with this on a whim. And it's probably not going to go well. We'll see. Yeah, we need to create a new character. First time I've done that in a while. And then we'll go bald. We will copy this. And then this is going to be our character. I have some ideas for how to get through pre-hard mode. I'm probably going to want large as well. I should also clarify that I am, for once, using a quality of life mod in this, although I have disabled almost everything. The only feature that I'm getting from Fargo's is the infinite buffs from 30 stack potions, because this would be awful if I had to farm for every single potion. But yeah, I'm thinking expert death, just to make it even harder. I don't know whether Crimson or Corruption will help more. Grappling hooks are not accessories. Grappling hooks go in the other slot, the other page. So it's basically the accessory and armor page that we're not allowed to use, but mounts and hooks are going to be allowed. Yeah, let's try Crimson for this. I have no idea if that's best, but we're going with it. Eater might be easier, yeah. I'm thinking mostly about the placeable buff that you get from the Crimson. I feel like that will be helpful. You can ban those extra slots too, since hooks can be used from the inventory like mounts too. Oh, I kind of forgot about that, yeah. How do you even use mounts from the inventory? Let's mark spawn as usual. Okay. In the early game, this isn't exactly a challenge. Like right now, it's no more challenging than a normal playthrough, because I don't yet have anything to make it challenging. I'm not going to be able to use cactus for any armor, but I could get a sword out of it just to make it a little easier. I should actually grab my starter bag. With the hotkey. Oh, I did not realize that mounts worked with the hotkey. I thought that was just hooks. Sunflowers are going to be nice as well in the early game. In fact, I might collect some of these up. I should still get full coverage along this way by mining up most of these. Thankfully, Calamity does make you a bit faster to start with, and does give you that kind of early game dash. And we're already at Crimson over this way. Interesting. what happened to Fargo's low percent. I don't know if I'm going to continue with that because I feel like it wasn't as challenging as I hoped it would be. The most part, it was just turned out to be a very normal Fargo's run. And I was kind of beating most bosses in like 2 or 3 attempts. Yeah, so basically anything that goes in this section of the screen. But thankfully, like Bone Reaper says, I will be able to use grappling hooks and mounts from my inventory. I just can't equip anything. Oh yeah, I did say expert death. Let's turn death on. I always forget to do that when I start a new run. I mean, a lot of the bosses are going to be a no-hit with very poor mobility, so it's going to be awful. I mean, the only viable classes really are going to be melee and ranger as well. Because everything else requires a lot more work and a lot more accessories or armor. But let's get some houses down. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's too low. And hopefully I remember how to do this. I think it's that one that needs to be... that, and then... That's definitely this one. Try and make some very cheap housing. Too small. Okay, so I probably need to go another layer up. Okay, I'm about to die already. Or can I just parkour my way out of this? Yeah, there we go, housing suitable. If I could just not die for the next few seconds. Perfect. I'm hoping this will make me better at the game. It can't make me worse, surely. Unless it does. That is also a possibility. yeah, Glorious End will be very helpful. Any weapons that have got some kind of mobility with them will be great. One of the first weapons I want to get is the Old Lord's Claymore, which I used a lot in the one block run. I think early game getting full stacks of potions will probably be the best thing to do, since that's my only power-ups for quite a while. Well, getting a hook actually super early game is going to be very important, but after that I think getting some grav potions and some featherfall potions is going to be the way. These should all be suitable, right? Yes. Minions and Stygian Shield after Golem, that's the objectively best option. Well, there's also a few other melee things later on that give movement. Like I think the Phosphorescent Gauntlet or something is an option. I'm not saying it's a good option, but it's an option. Do I have a solid plan for pre-hard mode? No. I don't have a solid plan for any of this. This was very much an impulse decision, which I will almost definitely regret very soon. Oh, that, if this gives me a diamond acorn, that'll be really helpful to get a hook. Some topaz as well. Considering how no hit forced the run is, you can't really use good enough weapons. We'll be fine. It's going to be a mobility based weapons playthrough. Topaz, that would be helpful. That may be almost enough for a hook. 13, okay. 14, that is exactly enough for a hook. That's lovely. The issue might be actually getting an anvil for the hook at this point. Yeah, you don't get fall damage in water. That's not a thing. So we don't have to worry about that at least. Hooks are allowed, yes, because they're not accessories or whatchamacallums. There's a new item in the Deviant shop, but I have disabled the Deviant, so... So armor and accessories are allowed, but equipment isn't. Well, I won't be equipping anything, is the thing, because you can use hooks and mounts from the inventory. So nothing will be going in either of these sections. Suppose I should get this for magic storage. Keep getting my torches back. Why can't I place the torch now though? Don't know why it was not letting me place the torch for so long there. Are you going range, mage, or rogue? Probably melee for most of it, because that's got the best movement, not accessories, movement, weapons, which is going to be a major part of this playthrough. If I could get a bass statue early game, that would be very nice. Oh, hello. Are you going for the underworld sword that lets you lunge? Yes, that's going to be one of my main forms of mobility in the early game. To be honest, probably through a lot of the mid game as well. Desert fossil useful for anything? I mean, once I get an extractor, maybe, but even then. Getting the storm spear would be a nice addition to your loadout. Yes. Getting anything from here that isn't an accessory would be helpful. Do you think it's impossible post Moonlord? Well, the thing is, nothing in Terraria is impossible as long as you can deal damage. It's just how feasible it is. Especially for me, considering I usually rely a lot on gear to get me through things. Cut a clip of the one dude beating Yaren with just a copper short sword. Did someone do that? I think I must have missed that. That's insane if so. This might be the night for the next little while. just keep that. That's been quite good so far. I only have 9 iron ore. That feels wrong. Yeah, I'll probably get the broken biome blade. I want to get all the options that are potentially useful, even if one of them is objectively better than the others. Okay, this is ridiculous. Make the cactus sword. Will it actually be useful? With enough imagination, maybe you can still have accessories. Maybe. That's definitely a possibility. Okay, now this is stuck in here with me. There we go. Better than a copper short sword? I don't know, because the copper short sword can stun lock. Clay will actually be very useful because I'm going to want to get a farm going as soon as possible for herbs. So I might mine out all of this clay. God, it's basically GTNH. I think if you used armor and accessories, it would be easier. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It would probably. It's more things to collect though, so it'd probably just get in the way. It's just giving yourself tasks to do, really. It's a lot of silver ore. So high up. I think I remember seeing some iron over here. Yeah, there's some iron down there. Let's fill in the hole. Don't want to grief my own home. Wolfram, the thing that allows you to build with Wolfram might be quite useful for mobility, actually, since there's so much else that isn't. Run. No more iron. Sad. Topaz hook. And now hook, which is nice. Without putting anything in my equipment slot. Not that it helps against things like that. Stinging shield falls off so fast that minions on the side will do better than it, and even then it's not worth using for damage since it's practically a force no hit every fight from mid-hard mode on. It's going to be fine. This is going to be a really fun playthrough. It's going to be really chill, laid back. It's not going to be hard at all. Oh yeah, I was going to... make some clay pots. Revengeance or death mode. This is going to be in death mode, which I may regret. And by may, I mean like I definitely will. It's maybe just when I'll regret it that's the question. Like how long will it take to regret doing this in death? At least it's not master death though. That would have been much, much worse. Beautiful track. Can't see anything. Am I out of torches? I must be out of torches. I think the speed at which you can go through tracks, though, by riding them rather than walking, is worth the risk. Unless you're playing in hardcore, in which case it's definitely not worth it. It doesn't take long to get back to the track though, that's the thing. When it's right under my base. If it was far away, maybe, yeah. Don't think I actually need topaz for anything else. I should probably get growing this diamond sapling that I have though, because that's going to be the best hook I can get for a while. If I just break some of the tracks here, I think that should be a good area to grow it. Amber is better than diamond for the hook, is it? Interesting. I feel like I should have known that. It was a really good job by me, that. That was very impressive, thank you, yeah. I worked hard on that to make sure I could pull it off, you know? I genuinely don't know what's the best thing to do early game here. Other than just explore for life crystals and herbs. I mean, weapons will be useful as well. I need to get some good weapons. That reach? Yeah. Max HP and arena building while having a herb farm in the background. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Have you planned any boss fights already? No, but I think most of the pre-hardened ones shouldn't be too bad. Go to the big planetoid. Yeah, I could build up to it with the blocks, but I would prefer to use rope. I guess I may as well go with blocks though. Well, it's going to be very high up considering I'm using a large world. Now that I've got the hook, at least I can hook my way up. Go get the merchant for rope then. Merchant should be able to move in now. It's fine, I'll just do it in dirt. use platforms so you can go up and down since there will be no harpies. I'll maybe use platforms from this point on then. I could have from the bottom, but I wasn't really thinking. Skeletron might be doable with minecart ramming and explosives probably. Well, Skeletron's probably doable just by going in a circle with a minecart, although the teleports may make it impossible. Although I really do think it would be mostly possible to do Skeletron with Old Lord Claymore. I almost did it in Skyblock. You can also just one-tick kill all bosses until mid-pre-hard mode if needed. Nah, I'm not going to want to cheese them too much. Oh, thank goodness we actually got to the right bit. Is it worth just mining up around the outside, or should I? Oh, I shouldn't do that. That's for sure. It's fine. I can save myself. Yeah, there we go. Which boss is better designed in your opinion, Exomix or Escal? I honestly like both. I never used to like the Exos until I understood the fight a bit more. And now that I understand it, I get it, you know? Thank God you allowed hooks for this run. Yeah, hooks and mounts are going to be very important for a lot of it. Okay, you can just avoid all of the defenses in here. Okay, no point wasting my few recall potions here. The infinite potion stack is set to 30. So it shouldn't be too bad to get. was about to say, when am I going to get some NPCs spawning? It feels like they're taking a while. And then, of course, as soon as I was about to say it, it happened. Can't complain. Okay, I can buy bolts from him. I can already get the pylon. I may just buy that just now. Oh, I'll be able to get some water leaf tomorrow. In fact, I don't need to go get some water leaf. I'll have some when I open these. Okay, I guess let's go a couple blocks down for the link route. Don't use all the herb bags. Why, are you thinking of shimmering some into a can of worms? What are you thinking of doing with them? I'm not going to allow crafting them into things like that. It's a lot of fire blossom anyway. Is fire blossom done? I'm curious what you want to save them for. So I'm not going to use them all, but I'll use a few more at least. Ah, okay, yeah, just for fishing stuff then. I don't know how necessary that'll be, but I'll see. Is it not letting me place that because of this tree? Or is there one there? It's just hidden by the tree. Ah, there is one there. It's just hidden by the tree. So, moonglow is still an issue. I think I put the water leaf in the moonglow, but I'll put the moonglow in the water leaf ones. Yeah, moonglow is still an issue. I think I might just use all of these. Still didn't get the moonglow I needed. Brilliant. Didn't even get that much daybloom, to be honest. That is a really bad move, but sure. It's going to be fine. I take it non-minecart mounts are completely off limits for this run. I can use them from the inventory, so no, they're not. They are very much in limits. Yeah, I'm not far off actually getting some of the... I can use water leaf to get 30 stack of something. None of these are going to be particularly useful though. Superheated blood will easily save wall of flesh. I don't think I'll even need it, to be honest. I think I'll be alright with whatchamacallit, the Old Lord's Claymore. Okay, what I should get right now is a bug net and grab some worms. That way. Is there more forest? Oh yeah, there's a little bit more forest over there that I can get. Oh, look at that aim. Look at this aim, wow. I'm hitting like 1 in every 10 shots. Am I right in thinking trasher stacking is still a thing and it's the next update that it gets removed in? Because if so, at least that'll make this very easy. The fishing part, anyway. Yeah, next update. Nice. Let's hope this is a sword shrine and not the G. I think it's probably going to be the trinket though. Yeah, it's the trinket. Well, at least there might be some potions or other materials I can grab. Okay, calming potions might be helpful at some point. Trees could be helpful. Although living trees that enter into the jungle may be less so. With all respect, I have zero hope and faith for your success. That's okay, I also have zero hope for my faith or success, but Sometimes you have to do things that you know you won't complete. Living them sell for 2 gold. I should maybe go back for that then. Some vine weapons might be good. Or at least weapons you can make from vines. If I would survive it. That's 9 gold. I kind of want to get that back. Let's place one of those bottles. Link route for these, right? No, day bloom. Okay. I can actually make that if I've got enough iron ore, which I don't. Mounts in general aren't really... Yeah, superheated blood will not really be useful since it's just objectively worse than golf cart, tundra leash or the bunny mount. But mounts in general aren't really a good option for lack of double jumps and mobility from mobility weapons. Yeah, some of the mounts that come with a built-in double jump may be useful, but probably not that useful. I suppose I should probably just sell this trinket of chi as well, not going to use it. And I should buy piggy bank. And let's move this over here. And move the piggy bank there. Go for perforator straight away. That could be fun. I reckon there's a 1% chance we would win that fight. Ah, who am I kidding? Definitely 0. Probably all of the easy stuff I can get from worms. I like how I made this and didn't put my money in it. I think auric repulsor blocks could be used as a form of mobility for exos. I think exos won't be too bad. I feel like exos don't actually require that much good mobility. Like, I'll be able to use the really fast mount from Pumpkin Moon for most of the fight. And then the rest of it I can kind of use grav potions and some kind of weapon that gives me a dash or something. Ironically, I'm less worried about exos than a boss like Yaren or Dog. Dog may also just be one that I need a dash for, and then I'll be good. Yeah, the Yaren rework is probably going to come out in maybe 5 years if we're lucky. Dog is going to be one of the few bosses when a weapon other than Sticking Shield is going to be good, potentially Yaren too, but less so because of projectile, being the Phosphorus Gauntlet and a ram built in. Yeah, Phosphorus Gauntlet was one of the things that I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if Sticking Shield would just be better. Okay, let's get in, grab this. There's 2 gold, and if I can get to my dead body. Without these bats killing me at least. Or that angry trapper, which I can see. Not angry trapper, but the other one. That's going to be difficult. Okay, yeah, I'm probably dead here. This is actually a pretty viable weapon. Getting Gauntlet will be harder than Dog since you need to no-hit tier 3 Acid Rain so you can kill a nuclear toad. I wouldn't need to know. Yeah, I would need to know hit it until. Yeah, you're right. I thought you meant I would need to know hit it like fully, but just for the early game, I guess. Not the early game, just until I actually get to the end of the nuclear toad's health. You know what I'm trying to say, maybe. If I'm gonna go exploring, I need more health. So I think the mines is my best bet. If I can get some more gold, that would be great. Yeah, banners would at least help me survive maybe one hit if I do get hit, but outside of that, I'm probably screwed if I get hit at all. Let's go for the diamond gem horn. Might help a little bit with a bear hook. Post-moonlord debuffs are only an issue if I get hit. I simply just need to not get hit. It's quite easy, really. Thought that may be platinum, which would have been helpful at least for spelunker potions. Because if I can get a 30 stack of them, I'll be good for a bit on finding more stuff. That is obviously going to require blink root as well, though. Ooh. How expensive would it be to get 30 of them? I mean, I'll eventually have Featherfall anyway, so it's probably not worth it. Guess rope is a better price from him. It's easy to get it, all you need is bone dust and wart balls. Yeah, Featherfall eventually will supersede it anyway. In fact, I'm not really sure why Calamity added that, considering Featherfall is already a thing. $7 gold, 50 silver. Definitely not worth it then. What a bad rate. Oh, I did not think he could hit me through there. So I need blink root and moonglow for that. I've got the blink root almost, and I've almost got the moonglow as well. I think that's going to be worth going for first because it's going to accelerate how quickly I can get everything else. I'm pretty sure it only negates fall damage if you're slow falling when touching the ground after normal falling for long enough to get fall damage, so holding down to faster fall will still kill you. Oh, interesting. How are you going to tackle the fall damage issue this run for certain bosses? Well, I thought feather fall potions would be fine, but that's maybe not the case. Getting a better sentry should also help a lot with this playthrough, I think. I mean, sentries in general should help, because I'm going to be using weapons that give me mobility rather than damage, and therefore, having something else that gives me damage would be very nice. How viable would traps be for taking down early game bosses if needed? Well, I mean, I could take down King Slime now with just a box. That's all you need to take down King Slime. But I maybe don't want to cheese him that bad early game. Especially considering I wouldn't really get much from him other than the whatchamacallit, the slimy saddle. Yeah, we may need to use some wiring late game though for certain things. Certain bosses might need arenas like the mainframe. It'll be interesting to do a run where tech like that is actually needed, because so far I really haven't. Frozen gel blocks are massive for King Slime since they remove friction on ground. Yeah, I was thinking about that. You can also use them for the wall of flesh, I think. If I wanted to get really fast movement and then not have to hold my movement weapon. Like use the Old Lord Claymores once and then not have to use it again for movement. Okay, let's block this off as a potential place to fish. And let's go check out what the travelling merchant has got. DPS meter I will take. Lifeform analyzer I don't quite have enough money for. What can I sell? Copper bars are not going to be useful for anything, I don't think. That also doesn't give me much. Nothing actually sells for that much. I can tell you that no boss needs an arena like the mainframe and base Calamity, since you don't have the extra mobility needed to use it well. Make iron Francescas. I was keeping my iron for potions, but I suppose as long as I've got 30, it should be fine. Okay, 2 gold. I'm close. Very close. Let's just use more iron and hope that I get more. Definitely not getting it here, no. Yeah, you're right, iron is easy to get more of, and I do need money now. I think another 3 should be fine. No, still like 20 gold off. Is 1 enough? Another 1 craft. The other money thing is making squirrel staffs. Squirrel staffs I can make, yeah. In fact, let's make one. No, I think 12% damage is probably the highest I'm gonna get. Yeah, Ruthless still the same. Oh well, at least it allowed me to get that. Out of context, the name of the stream is weird. Yeah, I was hoping the thumbnail would give enough context to make it less weird. Another blink root. Okay, and now the spider cave that killed me. Could just mine my way through it. And lock it off once I'm through. That works. Doesn't work if it curves back round on itself. Since the jungle isn't that far, you could make a bed near the underground jungle and then go look for boomstick and staff of regrowth. That could be a good idea, yeah. I just feel like I need more health before I do anything. Just having like an extra 80 health even would help a lot. I mean, I do have an extra 5 gold over there. suppose I've got a good source of silk if I want to make a bed. I'm not sure that one on the end will grow, but it's there for if it wants to. Let's just lock this side off. Lock this side off. Drop my squirrel down here to slowly take down the wall creeper. Oh, first life, first stall. Beautiful. Also, before I go to the jungle, having a full stack of Spelunker potions would help. You see, I'm doing it without armor or accessories. I haven't done it yet, though. Doing is very different to having done. Another wall creeper. Brilliant. Wonder if I can shoot it without it shooting me. I can definitely shoot it, but it may also be able to shoot me. Or not. That's probably the gold I need for the Spelunker bot. Are you even committed to finishing this run? I'm committed to giving it a good go. I think it's going to be a long, long run. I think if I was going into it without any reason to think that I would finish it, then I probably would have not used Fargos. I think using Fargos for the potion stacks means I'm more committed than if I didn't. It's definitely possible. Whether it's possible for me, though, is another matter. Like, I don't doubt someone like Yardis or Chapsticks could do it. Okay, mushroom biome is nice. So hopefully got some heart crystals for me. Or death. So do I now have enough? I need blink root and moon glow. I don't think I have enough. I need another 3 moon glow and quite a few more blink root, so let me plant more of that. I mean, that's just random, so that could grow in the next 5 minutes. I'm not going to need Fire Blossom for much, which is nice. Up to the iron skins now. Where's the iron skin? There we go. Now I already have 1 iron skin, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, make a silver pickaxe, that makes sense. If I had enough silver ore. Which I don't. Getting enough mushrooms for regen potions will also be helpful because I have the day bloom almost. There's silver right in your elevator entrance. I don't know if it's enough. Silver pickaxe does require quite a bit of silver. Gold pickaxe is faster and has more pickaxe power than silver. You're right on half of that. It does have more pickaxe power, but it is not faster. Let's go see how much of it I've got. You only need 40 ore. Okay. So there's 18. On this I should probably have enough diamonds. Not if I just get stone. Or just diamonds. Okay, is there some silver over this way? There's a little bit of silver here. It's 4 per bar and 10 bars. Do you just know all this off the top of your head, or do you Google these things? Because if you just know that off the top of the head, that's kind of insane. I know the early game really well since I did a root hardcore for a while there. Yeah. That makes sense. You would have to learn it quite well. You checked it, and gold can break mud in 1 swing while silver's 2 swings. Are you sure? Silver should be quicker. Oh, I really got 3 less than I need. That's infuriating. Be some silver down here, right? There's some silver there. That should be enough. Make the pickaxe. I'm getting the silver to make the pickaxe. I had 57, and you said I needed 60, so... You had 56 and said I need 40. I thought you said that I had 20 and I needed 40 more. That's my misconstruing then. In that case, is there anything else I can make out of silver that I would currently want? Probably not. Does this challenge include IRL clothes as well? It does not. IRL clothes are not restricted in any way. Pillar of Evergreens is good for a weapon early on. Okay, what do I need for that? I know it's silver, but what else? Is it just one more silver bar or something? No. 4 more silver bars. Okay. It's also useful for magic storage though, so it's going to be a bit of a toss-up between which of those I use it for. Have you thought about how you will get mobility late game? A little bit. There's options. None of them are particularly good options, but there are options. Just remembering that we had the other mushroom biome that I can go check after this. Oh, there's plenty of heart crystals here for me. What are the rules of this challenge? I can't equip anything, basically. That's the rules of the challenge. I can use my hook because you don't have to equip it. But everything else I do have to, well, give up, essentially. Mounts as well should be able to be used without equipping them, though. So they're another possibility of things I can get that help. Why do this to yourself? Weird sense of fun. I wouldn't do it if I didn't expect some sense of fun out of it. At least the game's giving us plenty of silver. Should have magic storage set up in no time. Tundra Leash early on would be really good for Desert Scourge and King Slime, since falling with it makes you immune to damage. Oh, is it just any amount of speed? It doesn't count whether it's vertical or horizontal. If so, I imagine there's quite a bit of cheese you can do with that. Yeah, that's a good cave there. Another 3 life crystals. Let's just head home with what we've got. Don't want to waste it. Mace probably not that useful, but... What do glowing potions need, actually? Or shine potions? Just day bloom. Hmm. That's also tempting. Okay, I've got 25 day bloom. Almost enough for regen pots, and almost enough for glow pots, or shine pots. The question is which I want to go for. I mean, regen would help a bit, but probably not as much as shine, really. I need magic storage set up ASAP. Wolfram controller could be an interesting thing to use, because I do get regen and defense if I right click it. And it's only 0.5 HP per second regen and 3 defense, but that's more than I'm getting from anything else. Make that. Oh, do I have to hold right click for it to work? I thought it just worked automatically if I right clicked. Yeah, okay. I mean, it'll help if I need to regen in a sticky situation. Right, and let's get the feller of evergreens as well. believe that is enough day bloom now for shine pots. Although I do need more bottles and bottled water. May as well use sand I've got for that rather than buying it though. Sand is easier to get than money. Or at least easier to keep a hold of. Brittle Star is the one I'm thinking of, maybe, yeah. That just gives you defense without having to hold right click or anything. Wait, what have I missed? What am I missing? Am I missing one day bloom? I mean, I can get that right now, but kind of funny if that was the case. It looks like it was the case. Monstrous knives might be useful at some point if I want to quickly regen health. Let's go check that other glowing mushroom biome. Should hopefully have some more life crystals there. What's your favorite car? I don't drive, so I don't have a favorite car. Maybe worth farming some of this so I can make calcium potions. Because it will help, even if it's just early game. I'm going to be superseded later on by the other one. Yeah, it's only 4 parts, it's really fast to get 30. Yeah, I think I'd only need 8 to get the full 30. Is there a merit to obtaining hooks based off their velocity stat rather than distance for this? It shouldn't matter just yet because the topaz hook is around the best you can get right now. Well, eventually, maybe, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna grab the heart statue. I don't think Calamity adds a recipe for this, but Fargo's does, which I will not use, obviously, because Fargo's is just there for the infinite pots. But is there some option for using the ones that I find? I'm not going to be against using heart lanterns, using heart things in this, heart statues. If I find them anyway. I'm not going to craft them. Adalstry would be pretty good to get 30 of it too as a healing potion before hard mode. Yeah, that would be very nice. Is here. Good to know. Well, I'll use it also in pre-hard mode even if I don't use it in hard mode. The spore skeletons drop bone dust. Kind of assuming not, but let's find out. It'd be good to sell even if I can't wear it. Gold, let's save that. Oh, let's grab these before daytime. Okay. How close am I? Ooh, I've got enough moon glow. Do I have enough blink root? I'm one off on the blink root. So that could happen at literally any second. 2 grav potions is nice. Apparently spore skeletons can drop bone dust. I was really confused when I got the notification for your stream. Yeah, not GTNH today. Something a little bit different. It could be worth using the 2 grav potions we have to go through the Sky Islands and get more grav potions. Or not more grav potions, it would just be more everything. More life crystals, more ore, more loot chests. Kinda just more everything, I guess. Jungle would be really good. Yeah, I just want to get the spelunker pots before I go to the jungle. Because I think that'll make the jungle easier to go through. I won't miss the mahogany chests. So I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just doing it in a slightly different order. Mahogany chests have pretty much the same look as gold chests. Do you want ivy chests? Those are the ones that I was thinking of missing. Which ones are the ones that spawn in the trees? Because I can miss them because they don't glow. The ones in the shrines I won't miss, but the ones in the trees I will. The trees are easy to spot if you're next to them, but it's very easy if you're like tunneling through to miss them. Let's take down this guy. Those are useless. Yeah. Very useless. Okay, either still no blink root or it grew and ungrew by the time I got back. Either way, very sad. There's one blink root on the left that gives you one without seeds. I will wait for that to bloom and then I'll get it, but it's good to know that it's there. I think what I'll do for just now is try and get magic storage going. Oh, I can craft life crystals. That is the Calamity recipe. I could go grow them in place of diamonds. How many diamonds do I have actually? 10. Yeah, I still need more for a hook. If I can get 15 diamonds, I might switch this to ruby farming. Never mind, I'm not getting 15 diamonds. Ah, it's iron I was needing. I stopped mining iron. Ah, that was a mistake. I think I went past plenty iron, I just didn't think I needed it anymore. Oh, diamond crawler. Iron is the ore you never want to stop mining, since you need it even in hard mode for mech summons, buckets, and most wiring things, and like heavy workbench and cooking pot. I usually don't craft most of those things, I guess, so I don't ever miss it that much. We could get swiftness at some point as well. There's the blueprint I need. Turns out it wasn't in our farm, it was in the caves. Skimming the wiki, the only significantly faster pre-hard mode hook are the skeleton's hands. Don't know if Calamity has changed anything though, the wiki is barren. I don't think they're the fastest in Calamity. It could be though. I mean, in vanilla the fastest is the bat hook, but unfortunately Calamity nerfs that to be Solar Moon, so... I guess it's not nerfing, it's just tier shifting. Kind of like what they did with the Zenith. Okay, Traveling Merchant is nice. Let's go see what they're selling. Stopwatch I don't have. Let's grab that. Everything else is vanity, so I can't use it. I'm only storing these so I can use them in an extractinator later on. Still no emerald, which I need for the... what do you call it? The storage heart. So this is probably good for now. Can make the crafting interface, just not the actual storage interface. Oh, it's look, it's ducked. It's ducked GCNH. We have ducked GCNH. We need to get a cage for him. Okay, let's grab our spelunkers and we can make more. Beautiful. So let's just check there's no obvious emeralds or anything down here. Because it'd be nice to get our storage system up before we then have a bunch of stuff to put in it. Maybe I end up having full life before I get to the jungle even. Yeah, hook of dissonance is not what I want to use for this. It's good as like a utility item, it's not very good as a mobility item. There's hooks that are just much, much better. There's some emerald there. Is that enough? That may be just enough. So grab the silver. Ooh, coin bottle. Lovely. And a 15 gold one as well. I believe that's the amount I need, right? Yep, 3. Running away is going to be the most optimal strategy in this for most bosses. Because the intricate movement that you usually have with things like wings is not going to be possible. I really got to stop getting distracted by shiny rocks and go to the jungle. But the shiny rocks are really shiny and I kind of want to have them. Okay, I kind of want my storage heart here, maybe. And then, yeah, I'll probably just put it along the round in front of here. I'll raise that up in a minute. Or I could drop this down because I'm still going to be able to get into that. Yeah, let's set it up how I want it to be straight away. This is now going up here. That still keeps it a valid house, right? Yeah. You still don't have the glide from wings that Defiled often relies on. I will have the glide from the Featherfall potion, which could be helpful. What did I have in my slot here that I've lost? I had something there. I'm curious what it was. I should also put this in here. Health pots. Yeah, it was health pots. Probably worth farming rubies once I'm done with the diamond farming, because then I'll be able to get fast statues and heart lanterns. It was seeds. Oh well, it should be healing pots then, even if it wasn't before. Oh, I'm almost able to make flipper potions. Or Danger Sense. Oh, Danger Sense would be really helpful for the jungle. But Shiverthorn takes absolutely ages. Let's also put you in there. Okay, let's go to the jungle though. Let's get bed first, and then go to the jungle. No, not trying to talk to you, trying to get in here. Go with a mushroom bed. Got my 8 defense, and I've got my glow. Basically, nothing can stop us. Put down power cell factories too. Yeah, I'll do that when I get back. I should have done that when I got them. Lovely title. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully no one gets the wrong idea with it. So I keep far enough away this can't hit me. I just need to make sure that far enough away is far enough away. We're getting death mode spawn rates. Four power cell factories take 8 hours to make enough cells for all the schematics. That will be more than enough then. Probably won't be using schematics for a while either. It'll probably be at that point by the time we can actually start using the schematics. Gold back. Oh, let's grab these frogs. And let's hold up in here. Nick it safe for oh, it was my hammer I think that I placed down. That's gonna make this bit a little more annoying. Still gonna be fine, but it's maybe worth waiting until day. Wooden hammer, yeah, that would work. Here, let's just start mining down. I guess I don't know where the opening for the jungle is. There'll probably be one close enough to where I am. I could use bombs. This is pretty fast though. And it looks better. So definitely on the jungle edge. Let's see if I can get closer to the real jungle. This is all just moved into my little home that I just made. Very presumptuous of her. This probably won't be that grindy is the weird thing. And I know that sounds insane, but I genuinely think it's true. Yeah, this is regular Calamity, not Infernum. Infernum would be possible for other people maybe, but not for me. First one I kill gives me something I can't use. Lovely. Can sell it at least, but still. Less grindy because you don't got to get 50 something materials for an armor set every other boss. Exactly. I've got so much less to grind through. I don't have to grind for accessories. I don't have to grind for armor. I'm basically just existing. It's basically a boss rush. Just go in another way. I could do, yeah. I have a pickaxe. I do. I kind of want to get the drops though as well, because the vines can be used to craft some good weapons. Especially this one. This one's almost dead. Like one hit. Okay, like 2 hits. Trap abuse? I could, but I wouldn't want to. I'm not really the cheese kind of guy. Unless it's completely unavoidable. But I'd rather do a playthrough mostly legit. So then when I do use cheese, it's like... because I really, really have to, you know? Oh, that's a lot of progress. Okay. Yeah, they can reach. Okay, this is going to be painful, I think. I may just have to go for it though. Try and dodge as best I can. Which it seems is not very good. It's so annoying because as soon as one of them dies or gets low, there's another one to take its place. I literally can't get to that one to kill it because as soon as I go away to let it lunge at me, it then goes back. 10 health, come on. There we go. Can I just wake my way through very quickly? Probably not. Nope. Explosives might help. Explosive almost definitely would help, I guess. I can maybe just get through now without too much issue. If things don't spawn quickly enough, I can hopefully just, yeah, go the way I was going before. I think I must still be like almost surface, like just underground, because that was a blue slime. Glad I made the splunkers because I would have missed that chest if not, probably. And the gold up there. Power all ores highlighted. I have an infinite version of this Belunker pot. That's what's doing that. Sell that for some gold. Oh, Draydon's lab. If I can get there without these trappers killing me, that would be nice. Or man-eaters, not trappers. Is this the jungle one? I think it might be. I'm not sure I've actually got the pickaxe power to break the turrets yet, so it may be a bit of a rush in, rush out situation. Or going through the sides. Going in through the sides also works. Oh, 5 grav potions, that is nice to see. Don't need copper. Can come back for the rest of this. Okay, another heart lantern up there, or heart crystal. What would be really nice for the early game is the Onyx Excavator. Ah, the turrets can be mounted with any pickaxe. Interesting. I thought they had a pickaxe requirement. I can mine the building just fine, yeah, I don't like to destroy it if I don't need to. I'm assuming you're not selling a... No, you're not. Okay, well that's probably a good amount of stuff for now. Let's head back, deposit it. Get more potions, what can I make? So close to getting regen. The fact that it's 3 bounding pots per means that that's actually quite a viable option for some mobility. Is there a bigger plan beyond get jungle stuff? Not really at the moment. That is the main plan. It's Danger Sense I was looking to get, but it's Shiverthorn that I need for that. That's going to take ages, I think. Right, how many grav pots did I get? I've got 7. I think it might be worth using a couple of these to check the skies, knowing that I'll eventually get more. Because this should get me more life crystals, should get me some loot from other planetoids. And potentially like a Star Fury, that would be really nice. Fishing. Could do fishing. Don't know if it would be worth it yet. Because once I get a golden fishing rod, it'll just be so much quicker than using anything else. Wouldn't it be worth getting Hadal Stew as fast as possible since it's pre-boss? Yeah. The question is how fast that is possible, I guess. Like if I can get a golden fishing rod soon, which I guess I'm kind of trying to do at the moment, because I could... Okay, that's awful. Okay, that's not what I was after. Maybe I farm here for a bit and get Harpy feathers? How many feathers do I need for different things? I need a lot of things other than feathers for that. Featherfall's not bad, but I'm probably better looting it from places, to be honest. Okay, Blood Moon's gonna make anything I do awful, so I may just farm some feathers for a bit. I'd say to favourite the Hadal Stew recipe since it's very forgettable. Okay. Let's do some planning. What's the difference? Abyss Gravel or Voidstone? Okay. So yeah, that's just a lot of fishing, which to get I'm going to need a golden fishing rod, I would say. It's going to be the quickest way for that. Other than that, I need the Axe of Regrowth. I forget that I can craft this, actually. It might be worth crafting this. I'm assuming I can't hit with this, no. How do I do anything right now? I don't even think I'm going to be able to take any of these down. There's just too many, and they all have too much health. Take a nap. Yeah, that could work. If I could get a grenade into them, that would help. If I do this... Where did the sunplate box go? There. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And then... Can I... do this? For the next 3 hours, I can make my way through these harpies. Why are there so many? Oh, that's death mode button for you. Can I throw the grenade out without killing myself? Nope, that just goes straight down. Yeah, I think it is always just going to go straight down. Make a 1 block gap with 3 hammered blocks next to them, hit it with axe. To make another hammer then. So I was very silly and left my other one at home. Ah, perfect. That works wonders. Be careful, because at times they can shoot at you too. Okay. The flesh grinder. Yeah, this is a better mob farm than what we've got on GTNH at the moment. Can you open camera, please? I don't have a camera. Like, I don't have a webcam sort of thing. I think most people that have PCs don't, I guess. It's only really if you've got a laptop that you have one built in. Okay, that helped a lot. Thank you, Fallen Star. Do you have a laptop? No, I do not. Oh, this is great because I can get a giant harpy feather, so then once we're in hard mode we can craft harpy wings, which I can then sell for money because I can't put them on because I can't use accessories. It's a good way to get money, this at least. Maybe going to the side would be better as they're getting stuck on the cloud. Ah, they're coming down eventually. They all get their time in the sunlight. Maybe getting 30 nuggets wouldn't be horrible. Yeah, it's possible. I've got 3 so far. And this is only going to continue. Why no armor and accessories? That's the point of the run. It's a challenge. I'm just thinking, on the bright side, I probably won't need a massive storage system because without accessories taking up the slots, there's really not that much to store. There's only really weapons and then materials. Do you play with any other quality of life mods? I usually don't, but this series is the exception because I think it's going to be so many boss fights that it warrants using them. And the one that I'm using is just... Oh, I'm lucky that... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. I panicked there because that harpy got in because of the pink slime. But we're good. Yeah, I'm using Fargos, but I've disabled everything other than infinite potions once you've got 30. And my only reason for using that is just because it's going to be so many boss fights per boss. You need to block that door. It's fine, the slime will stay out there. She's not going to cause issues now. Unless she does. But that's just like part of the risk of using the farm. This very intentional farm that we've made. Why not grab an Abigail's flower? I could. I could place in some graves and get them. Yeah, there probably are better minions. This one's dealing a good amount of damage for one that's available so early. The main benefit of this one is that it's got homing, so it really doesn't miss. The GTNH one is still going on. I just got to do something Terraria based as well. Also, there is no slots to make Abigail do something. Yeah, that's another thing. Minion slots and sentry slots are going to be very limited. We can still get 2 sentry slots and 3 minion slots though, so we'll deal a fair amount of damage with them. Whoa, did I hear GTNH, my favourite mod pack? Yes, we are doing a GTNH run on the Project Singularity SMP, which is a bunch of different YouTubers that are similarly insane trying to get through GTNH together. Abigail hitting 3 enemies at once would be pretty good here. Yeah, if I knew in advance that there was going to be a bloodman up here, I maybe would have done that, but... Okay, at least no more should spawn now because the spawn rate should be much, much lower. Like the spawn cap, should I say. Question is, are these ones from below going to come down at any point, or up? I'm probably just going to have to teleport home after this, because getting out of here is going to be impossible. Stormjaw would just be better still, yeah. Stormjaw will help with Scourge a lot, I imagine. Okay, 8th chicken nugget, not bad. I don't think we're getting the 30. I am not naked, IRL, no. There's a chicken over here. Yeah, just off screen. May as well check this planetoid while I'm here. I can make it. I cannot make it. Okay. I guess we continue. No chest in it anyway, so. This one could be good though. But I will die by mining it without being careful. wonder if I can get to the chest without breaking the hives. No, I'm gonna need to break at least a few of them. If I break these ones and put this guy in there, he will not kill the bees, it seems. Okay, I'm just gonna have to break them in. Yeah. That works. Oh, that was lucky. Are mounts allowed? Yes, because I don't have to actually equip them. I can use them from my inventory, just like the hook that I'm using at the moment, which is here. Not actually in the inventory. Okay, getting everything other than the thing I wanted here. Which is the Star Fury, of course. Okay, regen pot will be helpful. Don't need topaz. Can sell that. Don't really need stone. I can sell that for more. Oh, I was so close to getting to that. At least I know it's there. Right, can we get some water luckily, or we're gonna need to warp home. Warp home. Wait, no, give me that lucky horseshoe back and I shall sell it. Ah, sake would be good, but I can craft ale and it'll be cheaper. Katana may be a better damaging weapon than I've got at the moment. Although it's the exact same. It's just a bit faster than my Feller of Evergreens. Ah, thank you, Bone Reaper. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no accessories either. It's going to be a very restricted run. Need one more mushroom and a few more day bloom for permanent regen. There's my mushrooms and another day bloom as well. Any more day blooms over here I can steal? Should really place a thingy there. Sunflower. Got infinite recalls now, I should just use them. this challenge even possible? Technically, yes. Feasibly, maybe not. Or should I say, it's possible. Whether or not it's feasible is another matter. Okay, let's keep searching through the caves. I still kind of want to get an old Doors Claymore because it will be pretty helpful. Even if it's not my main weapon, just the mobility for moving around the world. Go get Staff of Regrowth. I should. It's just scary. The jungle's really scary when you've got no mobility. I don't know what I can do to help that other than Featherfall and Graft Potions though. At some point will this be a no-hit run? Most likely yes. Or at least very close to a no-hit. Poison Pack or Sky Stabber. Those aren't traps, those are... Well, I guess you could use them as traps. They're not like placeable, they're just weapons that you throw out and they kind of linger. Okay, anything of interest through here? It's not looking like it. Underground desert. Could go for a look in the underground desert. There is a heart lantern there as well, or a life crystal, if you want to use the actual official name. Yeah, a no hit with extra steps. The lack of armor and defense is really not the main issue with this run, it's the lack of mobility. And the lack of ability to like, get hit once without dying. Which is where the no hit aspect comes in, I guess. Yeah, lingering weapons would help. I could make some of them. I think the only one I could make now is the poison pack though. Good thing that Stormline didn't consider jumping. Ooh. We can get the Luxor's gift and then sell it because we can't equip it because we're not allowed to use accessories. That's exciting. Although the 10 mining potions does get me a bit closer to being able to have infinite mining potions. What's the plan for the dash heavy fights later on? There's a few weapons that can be basically used as a dash. So that's kind of the plan for them. Mainly the Stygian shield, that's like the best option. I think in Calamity, the underground desert might be safer than the underground jungle. At least it's currently where I'm preferring to spend my time. Cumbering stone is probably the worst thing I could have gotten from that chest. Right. What do I want to get rid of? There's another life crystal over there. Yeah, that's not in Calamity, that's Alchemist NPC. The potions like that are the reasons why I generally don't like using quality of life mods. Because they add things like that without making it seem like it's adding something that's completely overpowered. So people use them without thinking too much, and yeah, they're busted. Pick that up. Hello? Is that really there? Why can I not pick? Oh, because the encumbering stone. I see. I was very confused. Oh, is that another heart thing? That's nice. Starline staff helpful. Okay, let's look at that. Desert Spirit Lamp can be used in hard mode for an actually quick, good weapon. One more Shiverthorn and we'll be able to make Danger Sense, which should make the jungle a lot safer. Or not safer, but should make me feel a bit more confident about going through it. You know, Blink Root's the only thing we actually need for Featherfall. That's interesting. It's probably worth going back to the jungle. No, we're waiting for the... Well, can I... Yeah, I can get Shiverthorn from these. And then I think I still have Shiverthorn seeds. Yes. I guess I could do the same with Deathweed and with Waterleaf, and yeah, I may as well do this with everything. Bone Reaper was right, I do have seeds. Right, is Danger Sense definitely the best use of Shiverthorn? For now, I think yes. And when it comes to day, I'll have enough for regen. So in the meantime, how much platinum do I have, or gold? Is it enough to make a watch? It should be enough to make a watch. Yeah, it is almost day. Thank you for stopping by, Initiative Inc. This is going to be one of those that I go through very slowly, I think. And just each time I make a little bit of progress. And then eventually I'll be ready for boss fights. But for now, it's definitely going to be a slow slog. Am I still one short? That's very annoying. Surely there's got to be one here. Come on. Single day bloom, please. I'll even take multiple. Oh, that's painful. Will you at least put clothes on in the vanity slot? No, this is how we're going to look for the entire playthrough. I'm literally just standing around waiting for a day bloom to grow. Come on. Or is it worth holding off and getting the blink route for Featherfall? Because regen is going to help, but is it going to help that much compared to Featherfall? I'll probably have enough day bloom by the time I've got more blink route for that. I think this makes sense. Active regrowth muscle memory. No, I don't have active regrowth yet. But I'm gonna go try and get it. I tried to harvest the day bloom with the axe. Ah, that's maybe correct, yeah. Staff of regrowth will 2 to 3 times herbs anyway, yes. It shall be very helpful. Oh, there's the day bloom I was looking for. I like how they just hit me once and then stay in the ground. And Draydon's supposed to be this smart designer of technology. I don't believe it. I don't think Draydon made those guys. I think he did. I think both from enemies were made by Draydon, no? Am I getting my Calamity lore mixed up? It'd be very embarrassing if so. forgetting the danger sense isn't hunter. I was thinking I was going to get a hunter potion there. Any safe way around this? Wait, is that the big tree that leads to the hive, or is that just a separate hive that spawned naturally? Either way, let's avoid that for now. Very dense fight here. I think I must be way too high to be getting proper jungle chests. This might take me to some. Or at least to more jungle spores. Which are useful for... I guess crafting the Staff of Regrowth and the Axe of Regrowth, but to craft it I still need the Jungle Rose. Ivy Whip may be better than what I've got. In fact, almost definitely better. Blade of Grass and Thorn Chakram would be good to use. Maybe this as well. Belladonna Spirit Staff is a good summon. It's just a shame I'm not getting actual chests from any of this. Any way to get in here and onto the rail without these guys killing me? Maybe. Oh. Nope, never mind. Probably gonna die. Or maybe not. Maybe. Okay. Somehow survived that. I don't have a webcam, so is this pre-recorded? No. You can tell because I just replied to you. It would also completely ruin the point of a stream, I guess, to pre-record it. Pre-recorded, he just predicts everything you say, trust. And yeah, that's correct. I even predicted you'd say that. Very good at predicting comments on Terraria videos. Stingers is good. Murky paste is less good, but I think I may as well take it. It's just what do I drop for it? I guess daybloom seeds. Can't believe I've still not found an actual jungle chest yet. Do I need to go up here to let mobs despawn? Is that what I need to do? They're still there. Oh, thank you very much, Blix. That's very kind of you. Go work on your finger strength if your fingers slip and do that. Could end up costing you a lot of money. Let's give this piranha some water. Looks quite thirsty. Okay, still no actual jungle chests. This feels a lot pointed at this point. Is the jungle intentionally withholding from me? If I survive this, there's a jungle chest there at least. With the potential of a boomstick. And no boomstick. Very sad indeed. Right. Teleportation potions could be useful for getting new places. Oh, made it back just in time. Technically, I think. Okay, we didn't get quite what we wanted, but I guess let's reset some of it. We'll decraft these later. This I can sell. We'll shimmer these into the Aether Monolith and we can place them down later to use. Right, do I want to use some of the stuff that I got from there to craft better weapons? I can probably make a blade of grass, right? Or I can at least make a thorn chakram. Or an ivy whip. Cannot make the blade of grass, but thorn chakram is definitely on the table. Is it good enough to warrant crafting it? Maybe Belladonna Spirit? Belladonna Spirit is cheaper. Yeah, let's go for that. Could fight Plantera pre-hard mode. There is a way of doing it, which I found out while doing the Mage No Mana playthrough. Is it? Yes. If you get lucky enough to find a photosynthesis potion in one of the jungle planetoids, you can then shimmer it to get the trapper bulb, I'm pretty sure. I think it's possible. I could be wrong. Right. Do we just keep switching between Elevator and Jungle and Elevator and Jungle, maybe? Seems like a decent plan. Enough for a diamond hook yet? I do. Lovely. I feel like Staff of Regrowth is still a priority, but it's so hard to find anything in this jungle. There's no chests. I don't know why there's no chests, but there's no chests. I suppose, what's our gold situation? Can we get a pylon set up? Okay, yeah, we can definitely get a pylon set up. Is that platinum? Yeah. Get some extra stars while we go as well, I guess. Maybe NPCs should be our priority, because they will allow traversing the world a whole lot quicker than what we're currently doing. Our speed of 23 miles an hour. I was trying to give Yardis a run for his money. Hey, this might be harder than some of the runs Yardis has done. He's definitely done harder, but this is like maybe in the middle of what he's done. Are you guys ready for this to be the first minute of the playthrough in the video? The almost 4 hours that we've been going will just be a footnote. Don't really need mushrooms for anything anymore, but collecting them out of habit. Let's get another house nestled into the side here. Did I put my hammer away and not get my other hammer out? We're gonna need to make another hammer. That's a little embarrassing. Unless this counts. Is there enough walls here for it to count even without making it proper? I'll block this off. And then block this off. With some platforms here. No, missing a wall. Yep, suitable. So if we move the nurse in there, will the zoologist be happy enough? Grab these stars before night ends, and then check. She is not happy enough. I guess let's move the nurse out of here then. We'll go back to looting. Question is what direction we go. Are you winning, son? Define winning. The answer is no, I'm not winning. I'm definitely not winning. Wow. I need to get those bone pots soon. Need that calcium. Let's be extra safe now. Let's try going this way. It's the man-eaters that are annoying me. If If not for the man-eaters, this whole thing would be fine. I mean, not like great, but just fine at least. Have you heard of grass or sunlight? No, what are those? Oh, let's go get some gladiator armor to sell, because we can't put it on because we're not allowed to use accessories or armor. Man, those would make us a lot faster. Can my minion take care of these? That's the question. Oh, this is going awfully. There's a gladiator there. Okay, I've escaped with my life. I think this is going to be my last life. Once I die, I am going to end the stream for now. And we'll have to return to this on another day, where we will hopefully get an actual jungle chest. Wait, is that jungle chest? Or no, that's just a house chest, right? Regular gold loot. Yep. I didn't think bees could survive underwater. I think they just can't spawn underwater. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there. We made a good amount of progress. We've got all these permanent power-ups, basically. We've got some water walking potions just at the end there. Once we've got enough permanent power-ups, we will be in a much better position. But that will be for the next stream, I'm afraid. So yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.